Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I Sakshi welcomes you to yet another video. So as you all know that I review books and I also like to talk about various learnings and things we can improve in our lives so that we grow in our lives. So today video will be totally based on the growth. So today I'll be talking about 5 different books which has actually changed my life, and the 5 life lessons which I've learned from these 5 different books. So I hope you guys will like it, because these books have actually impacted me and the entire journey of my life till now. So these books are quite close to me, and I like it reading again and again. So let's find out what are these books and what are the life lessons which we can learn from it. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the first book is Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die. So the first lesson which I have learned from this book is I just first want to make you understand what is all the book is all about. The book is actually talking about how we can become a better person, and so that we can achieve something in our lives. And so he first talked about how we can change ourselves, because changing is something which is very much difficult for everyone, right? So he had actually talked about tough love. Tough love here means that when we have to discipline ourselves, it is something which is very difficult, because we are in a habit to be in a comfort zone, and because of that we never able to live the life we want to, because of our comfort zone. So here he's talking in this book is that the more you are strict on yourself, the more you grow. So this is about this book. Let's talk about another book. Hi. So this is the second book which I want to the takeaway from this book is, first I would like to talk about this book. If you guys must have seen this book has actually I have already reviewed it. If you want to see it, you can see it. The link I will be sharing in the description box. So this book is written by Shweta Gangwar. Is it's a first book of the writer is it's his first book which he has written. He's a professional problem solver. So he has talked about that when you started reading this book, you will realize the first thing which I have taken from this book is that my self-worth is like, when you want to, like, we all know that we want to feel special, right? But here in this book, the writers actually want to tell you that specialness is something that you want, that is something which you have to earn. This you can earn only by your hard work, by disciplining yourself, by changing your habits, and in that way you become somebody. You feel special by yourself. So this is the third book, and the book name is The Winning Attitude. You can see it, and the writer is Jeff Keller. So it's obviously best-selling author he is. You guys must be knowing it. So yeah, in this book he has talked about many things, but what has actually kicked me in this book is that the first line which I want to share with you is, let adversity lift you to higher ground. So he has actually talked about rewiring your brain. When any problems comes, we tend to feel negative, self-loathing happens. So he said that whenever the problem comes, you have to rewire it, you have to cut it out, and you have to find it out what's the new way of solving the problem instead of cribbing about it. And when you find out the another way of doing solving the problem, then you will feel the difference. You will understand that this happens with me, but what is the thing that I'm earning from it? What is the good about this? What's good about this? So whenever the problems come, you understand that what good about this, what I have learned from this. So instead of taking it as a feeling it like a more like a victim, you should feel like you have learned something, you have seen a different thing. So he actually wrote here, the things which hurt instruct. So in simple ways, he has actually told you the story that every adversity that's happened, everything happens for a reason, and in his case it's actually good. So you have to think whenever the problems comes to resolving it in a different way, the new way, and you to feel that there are new ways, and you get to learn from it. So this is my third take. This is the fourth book, and this book actually talks about the human relation. And what my take about this is that I have never been so empathetic person. So when I was reading this book, I realized so many mistakes which I was doing as a person, which I was not realizing. So sooner when I was reading, there was one line which was telling me that you have to make people like themselves. We are living in that era where people are so self, they are criticizing others, they are blaming others, they are not letting people to speak, they are not letting them make them feel good about themselves. So here the writer talks that when you can only have a good relation when you can make others feel good about themselves. He has talked many topics about in this book. If you want to read this book, you can because this is like the art of dealing with people, obviously by Les Giblin. You can able to know that how to handle the human ego, how to achieve the goals. So by this way you can learn many things. So this is the fourth book, and by the best-selling author Les Giblin. So this is my fourth take. So the last book is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So he is you must be knowing him, that he's a he's a multinational investor. So he has talked about his journey in this book. Along with that, he has actually, the one thing which I have taken from this book is the mind shift. He had actually made you realize in this book, when you started reading this book, you'll realize that he has actually focused on one thing, and that is learn the money work for you rather than you work for money. So in spite of doing the 9-to-5 job, you have to opt for doing a business for long term. He has talked about the author had talked about his rich dad and his poor dad, and the story begins with how poor dad used to think about how different he thinks from the rich dad, the poor dad, how different the poor dad thinks from the rich dad. So this will help you to understand the mindset that we are right now having and how it can be changed financially. If you like this book and the video, and hope you feel that you can get from this book, and you will start implementing this life lessons in your life, and you will feel the change. So please comment if you want me to review any book, and please like and subscribe the channel.